What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Scythe, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different in that we're going to be adding commentary afterwards with pre-recorded footage. So I was actually in a call with Joe and just kind of casually playing through this section in Dark Souls, and because of it, I didn't really kind of have commentary. Like, I wasn't really focusing on talking about things. I was just kind of in a call with him, casually going through this section for the first time. Now, this will give me the opportunity to talk about a couple different mechanics of Dark Souls that I haven't really had the opportunity to talk about in any of the videos, just in case you guys are tuning into the series and don't know anything about Dark Souls. So, basically, the zones, or dungeons, quote-unquote, you're only going to be able to summon your friends or be summoned by them, vice versa, so long as the dungeon boss hasn't been completed in that player's instance, in that player's world. So, because in the last episode, both I and Joe ended up actually defeating the giant Greatwood, it means that now if we want to explore anything else in the Greatwood dungeon area, like we are right now, that's why we're alone, because neither of us can summon each other into the world anymore. But even beyond that, you see this big gate that we're kind of coming towards. There was actually fog in front of it, and what that means is that it is an area that no matter what, whether there's a dungeon boss or not, you actually can't put down your summoning signs so that other players can end up summoning you. This NPC that we're talking to is apparently part of a covenant. You can end up fighting him to end up getting his gear, but I didn't end up doing that because I was a little bit intimidated and obviously would end up getting my butt kicked. Now, the other thing too that you gotta consider, and that I consider every time I approach a tough foe, is that we can always end up coming back here after, and more than likely, when we end up getting close to the end of our first playthrough, because you can end up having new game pluses in Dark Souls, we'll probably end up going through these areas and killing a lot of these NPCs just for the sake of checking out their gear, and, you know, not really focusing on getting like a bad ending and stuff like that, because Dark Souls is very, very cryptic in its nature. And a lot of times, you could end up killing an NPC that might end up affecting one of the NPCs that's in the shrine or something in the hub area. Now, that back there, that prison cell, that's an area that comes way, way later in the game, so we're not going to bother with that right now. But as we end up going through this door, this is an area that, once again, you couldn't play this with friends anyways, so now it doesn't matter, and now we're just in kind of our own instance area. But again, I was still in a call with Joel. So you see how that elevator ended up going up? It's actually going up to the top of the tower, and it's kind of a little bit of secret because suddenly you end up getting distracted by this guy. This is the Onion Man, the what's his name of Katarina or whatever. He's kind of one of my favorite characters in this game so far. He's got hilarious armor, and he also has some pretty funny stuff to say.
Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegward of Katarina.
Sigward, yeah, that's his name.
To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow?
Yeah, so he's talking about the giant.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well,
see, so they kind of, he kind of makes it a little bit obvious about the next part of the elevator, so we can end up kind of using that as our advantage. That's why I end up doing right here by sending the elevator down and then instantly sending this other one up. The reason why I think this guy is just so cool is just, I don't know, there's just something about him where he actually feels like another character that's kind of out adventuring like you are. And he actually is a recurring character that you'll run into later in the game in different sections, and you kind of have to, like, he's almost kind of secretive in a way, where you'll have to help him out of certain situations and stuff. Now, as we were coming up the elevator there, you saw there was actually a platform. We're going to be jumping to that momentarily because that's kind of like a secret pathway that is going to end up being very important. And right there, we touched a bloodstain and saw that somebody, I don't know if they glitched through the elevator or something, but they ended up falling, and maybe they were trying to get to that same platform. This is the giant that in the field of the last episode, you know, in the field of the undead settlement, this guy was hurling giant arrows at you. So as we go and talk to him and make peace, now he's actually our friend, and now he won't shoot arrows at us anymore, which means we can explore any of the areas where he normally would throw arrows at you at our leisure. But on top of that, there's going to be some areas later on that we'll end up running into where the giant will end up throwing his arrows at, because that's one of the things that's so cool about this whole gigantic expansive world, is that technically speaking there's not any loading screens other than fast traveling through bonfires, and because of it, this guy's tower, not only in roleplay but physically in the game world, can actually be seen from a lot of different locations. So that right there is when I ended up noticing that there was the platform that I could jump down to from the elevator, and that's why I end up bringing it right back up. But I don't end up risking jumping off of the elevator as I'm going up, so instead I just make it go all the way back down. And also, the game kind of gives us a little bit more of a hint that there is a secret there, because you can hear that Katarina dude actually going like and he's like talking while we're going past the platform, and that's why I kind of got a little bit distracted there again. So finally, fourth time's a charm, I guess, and that's a very difficult jump. If you end up messing it up, you could just fall to your death, which I guess isn't that big of a problem, but there's not really a close by bonfire. So now we get to talk to this guy again, and he figured out the elevator as well.
You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
So that's kind of the thing, is I don't know whether or not, if we don't talk to him here, I don't know if we run into him later. There's kind of a recurring theme with this character where we kind of have his help in certain areas and stuff. Now you can see in the middle of our screen, there's a rather intimidating demon hanging out back there, which, I mean, you know, this is like ridiculous to think that this is one of the only areas where I'm kind of taken out of my comfort zone and forced to play it solo, and suddenly I'm just seeing like all these really, really intimidating, difficult enemies that are otherwise not as difficult when you're in co-op. The game still obviously is very difficult in general, but when you're in co-op, the AI can usually only focus on like one person at a time, but that said, it's still pretty good. So I ended up kind of figuring this out totally by accident while I was just kind of trying to get an idea of the situation, see what's going on here, looking around the environment. And then I think it happens right here, if I'm not mistaken, where the creature actually notices me hanging out here. I get scared and start backing down, and then suddenly Katarina just flies in like a hero, and I realize, okay, the demon can't get up to me, so I know I'm safe. And I also kind of have the advantage of being in co-op here, so I wait for him to take the aggro before I end up deciding like, oh no, if I don't end up helping this guy out, he could end up getting wrecked. So I slowly try to be careful and sneak my way behind this creature and just start damaging it with the NPC, and get pretty lucky in like this thing being completely distracted and just absolutely destroyed by both of us. I guess it's not really the biggest. Well, it's big, but it's not really a very difficult creature to end up dealing with. Obviously, they expect you to fight it with this guy, right?
Quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make. To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
So this is where we also end up kind of learning, I guess this will be my opportunity to talk about, you'll end up getting different emotes from certain characters.
Really after a nice toast.
And some of these emotes are actually used for like either quest lines or like certain areas where you'll just have to use them and stuff like that. Most of them are just kind of for fun. But there are definitely a lot of them where you kind of have to go out of your way. And again, just kind of pertaining the whole idea that this game is extremely cryptic, because there will be a lot of areas where it's like, thank goodness the internet exists, because I don't know how players figure out some of the stuff that we are going to deal with way, way later on in the series. I only know this because of speed runs where there's actually an area, a cliff rather, where you have to use a specific emote that you end up getting after defeating a boss, and then for some reason that like takes you to a completely different area. It's crazy. So now I'm actually exploring this area. Homeward Bones, by the way, I've been using those off camera, not really in the videos so much, but those will actually take you either to the shrine bonfire or just the last bonfire you ended up lighting up. There's a lot of really useful items in this area that I don't really end up going for, as you'll see a little bit later, just because there's like so many enemies around here. Not really so many enemies. There's only really a couple enemies that are particularly difficult, but I'm being overly cautious here, not realizing that because that big demon was there, I mean, you know, more than likely it means there's not really going to be that many side enemies around here. I'm also kind of wandering around and, again, still in a call with Joe, so I'm kind of explaining to him about the elevator because he already just went down into the basement of that giant tower, which is where we're actually going to go in after we get through all of this in order to progress further to the next area where we can actually end up summoning each other. But as of right now, I mean, you know, we ended up kind of taking this huge, secret, expansive area, and my arrows are getting caught on an invisible barrier right there. But the thing that I think is so cool about this game, on top of just everything else, like, I've been having an absolute blast with it. It's like a hardcore RPG to its core, which I love. But I also really, really like secret areas in video games, especially when they're expansive areas like this, where it's not just some stupid thing on the side, you know. It's actually like a full-on, like, oh, you found this area. It's not only going to be worth your while in terms of the items you can get out of it, but the content as well is going to end up being something special. So we're kind of trying to figure out together while we're in the call, you know, we're talking about like, what, you know, why can't we co-op this? When do we get to actually play together? And I'm just kind of confused of where I'm supposed to go in this area. But then I noticed these guys, and it's pretty obvious that the ones that are a different color, like you can see that one right there pretty obviously, is going to drop down and attack you as soon as you end up grabbing that item, you know, that's down in that area. Which I go back and grab that item after off camera, because again, I'm just trying to play it very, very safe and very, very close, because it's like I don't know what I could potentially end up running into as I go to the further area, because, you know, it's like if we end up running low on flask, we would just have to refight all of this stuff anyways. And trying to do a little bit of a cheap shot there and attack the one that's on the ceiling so that I don't have to deal with him, but I'm just far too intimidated at this point. I think most of all that giant creature kind of put me on edge, where I'm like, I don't know what to expect in this area, and that's why I'm like really worried about it, and accidentally get a dog kill while I'm just stabbing that other guy. No, I totally did that on purpose, right? Destroy the creatures from annihilation, which are tree people, should I say. But I noticed the other dog here, and this is where things start going a little bit south, which you'll see in a minute, because as soon as we end up looking upstairs, there's, yeah, be wary of above. Not only is there more of these cage dudes that are going to drop down on us, I don't want to interact with that chest because I don't know if it's a mimic yet or not, and I don't know if it's something I want to deal with, but there's actually two of these fat guys over here, which one of them is already kind of difficult enough at this early portion of the game, let alone having to deal with one of them solo. But dealing with two of them is just like, nope, yeet, I'm just getting out of here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get, you know, the hang of the environment, trying to figure out like, okay, what can I end up doing in order to actually deal with this section. So coming back into the room, I take the advice of one of the signs that was on the ground that said, lure them out, because usually that's kind of the best method that you can end up dealing with. And the thing about the enemy AI, like I was talking about earlier, is that these guys are ruthless and actually know what they're doing. So one of them is trying to kind of come down and melee me, while the other one is going to start trying to cast spells. But you still gotta be very careful as well, because, or at least they're going to end up doing that in a minute. You see now one of them's casting spells, the other one's trying to come down. I'm being overly cautious because one of the things about this game is it's kind of glitchy, where enemies will end up actually attacking you through walls and through floors and stuff like that. So you just kind of really got to watch yourself when it comes to those types of things. I learned that very early on. I think I actually learned that in like the first episode. But trying to lure this guy down. Thankfully, he hasn't cast any spells yet, so we can just end up dealing with him outright if he ends up getting close enough here. and got really, really lucky there, and being on the staircase meant that I didn't take the damage from him by any of his attacks. It's not like I did that on purpose. I don't know why that happened when I went through it the first time, but now that I'm doing post-commentary, I can kind of observe it a little bit better. But there you go. You see the enemy actually tried to take a swipe at me. And we get the plunging attack, which is very devastating. There I did a pretty decent dodge, if I do say so, and why not go for another plunging attack? But there you go. There's the infamous enemy attacking us through the floor. Like, geez, this game is brutal, but I'm just happy that those guys are dealt with. Now I'm completely out of flasks, so I feel naked. I'm really worried and tense because you don't know what's going to be further up, but at least we've kind of cleared out the most devastating threat for sure. I think I just completely forgot about that chest and didn't end up even checking it, whether it was a mimic or not. But again, I ended up getting it off camera afterwards because I didn't feel like going through this area a second time. But you can see I'm kind of confused already, like where am I supposed to go? Going into this area completely blind, but we end up getting a pretty decent ring here. Flynn's ring. I forget what that one does, but I know that it is useful for certain builds. I think I actually take a look at it right here. Yeah, so that's going to be lower equip load increases attacks. So by having less equipment, you're going to end up doing more damage. And generally those rings kind of confuse me though, because they always say stuff like continued attack increases damage or stuff, and it's like I don't know how that actually works. Like, am I supposed to be doing magic spells? Am I supposed to just continue attacking? So now I'm just kind of going backwards to check stuff out again before we end up dropping off of that roof and see if there was anything else I ended up missing. And then here we go, one of the best parts of Dark Souls, right? The parkour, because that's the big reason everybody plays this game. You gotta be super duper cautious when you're taking these jumps, man, because sometimes the physics might kick in and just bump you off of the ledge or something, and it's really, really crazy sometimes, dude. So we got Homeward Bone, once again, the game just trying to tell me, here, you can use this, you can go back, you can come back here, but I'm greedy, so it's like I want to try and do it all in one clean run, right? And we get to see some bloodstains here, which just goes to show that this area is no joke as far as the parkour is concerned. We have to make a jump over to that bloodstain, and then we have to jump down. But on top of that, I'm pretty sure we're guaranteed going to take damage. So I make this jump, very, very lucky. And again, remember, we have no flasks, so if we take too much damage from this or an enemy that we run into, then we're in trouble. So there's the Mira set of armor, and then this is going to end up being a ring that I'm using even now, like way later, which is raises stamina recovery speed. It's one of the more useful rings in the game to go for, just because stamina is pretty much everything to any character, let alone a two-handed freak like me, because you know, you always want to have your stamina coming at you as fast as possible so that you can end up taking more of your swings and stuff, because otherwise it's fairly difficult dealing with a heavy sword. So as we end up going through this area, we're actually almost done with this secret zone, and then we'll kind of have to go down the elevator into that main area and fight our way over to Joe, because he's already through this whole area. But right down this cliff right here, you might already recognize this spot, but this was the staircase where just to the right led to the Great Wood, and just to the left is pretty much where we started this episode. So thankfully this area isn't too long, but it's got a doozy of an enemy that I still haven't even fought yet, because you're kind of forced to solo it, and oh my goodness gracious, if I'm not mistaken, I tried to fight it for a little bit. Joe beat it. I have no idea how. But, I mean, you guys will see this in a minute. Time for a Trap already just, you know, already got me nervous. Because it's like, Joe has been talking to me this whole time about, like, this really difficult dog creature type of thing that he's been fighting. So I don't know what to expect as I'm coming down here, dude. And even though, you know, I watch speedrunners play through this game and stuff, they usually end up skipping this guy, which I end up figuring out is a very easy thing to do. But it's actually kind of a smaller miniature version of the, not the first tutorial boss, but the first official dungeon boss. If I'm not mistaken, you know, the ice dude. who's like a big fat knight crawling on all fours. This is like a smaller but way faster, way more difficult version of him. He just jumps in your face, he auto targets you, and it's just, I can barely do anything to deal with this guy. End up getting really, really low. Thankfully get him caught on the pole, at least for a second. But he's got like almost infinite stamina near as I can tell. He just keeps swinging. There's nothing I can do to take this guy down, especially when I'm a two-handed sword guy. Like, he is just... I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. I can't even get a swing in on him. I'm trying to, but it's just, here we are again where I'm at one hit, and I just decide, screw this. I'm going to go for the, okay, maybe I'm not going to go for the door just yet. I'm just trying to flask up because that's the most important thing for me to end up doing. And look at this guy and the distance that he can cover. Like, it's like, oh, geez, I got to fight this guy later on when I'm a bit stronger because... Jeez, look at him. He's already just right in my face again. It's crazy, dude. But I completely forgot and rediscovered that if you're opening these big, heavy doors, you're actually invincible while you're doing so, which is a tactic that a lot of speedrunners end up using. And bada bing, bada boom, here's a bonfire. Anyways, that's going to cover the post-commentary portion of this video because now we're just going to be going through the swamp area, talking with Joe on the mic until we can end up summoning each other. I am not fighting that ice dude, man. Like, he just was kicking my butt when I was running past him. I could barely even get through the door.
I don't know. It took me like a few tries, but I eventually got him.
What do I do with this weird goblin? It's my first time seeing him. What the? Okay, he's growing wings.
Yeah, like, just kill him while he's doing that. It's pretty easy. Even when they do have it, like, it's still, I can kill them in like 3 hits. You know,
yeah,
attack like pretty quick.
That was just scary though. Like, what?
Yeah, by the door there's like 5 of them. So.
Oh, so rush them? Okay.
Well, I just like stood back because like they're all close to each other. So like well, I think there's like 4 or something, but it's not that far. Like, you'll see the ruins, like once you go ahead.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, there's.
And then there's a doorway, and then there's a bonfire like past it, and then you can use a.
There's one of those dudes is already transformed ahead of me, dude. Like, on the pathway.
Yeah, I think sometimes they just, like, are like that. I don't know. They're not that bad, though.
So far, no. They're pretty easy. I mean, I say that now, but I'll probably just get stun-locked and die by one of them.
Like, everything is kind of easy when it's only one-on-one. Once it gets to, like, more than one of them on you, then it's, like, stupid.
Pretty much, man. Oh,
like,
gosh.
that's the whole thing, because they put, like, they have, like, 50 of them at once, and that's the only reason why it's hard. Like, if every single enemy was one-on-one, it'd be so easy.
Yeah, because then it's just about learning the pattern. What the? No, dude, this guy's shooting purple mist at me. What?
Yeah, I saw that too, Duck. I think that's, like, their range thing. I don't even know what it does.
I guess he's a mage or something. I'm just gonna run past him. And by run past him, I mean fight! Ugh!
So I guess I'll put my soapstone down by the bonfire.
Okay, you got your password set up?
Pretty
Chance
sure
encounter ahead. In short, do it. Oh,
yeah,
gosh. Dude, I see an item on the edge of the cliff. There's no way I'd be able to make that jump.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think I just, like, skipped it. What did these NPCs say? Oh, hello, how do you do? Oh, you're a female, okay.
Oh, never mind. That was really easy to get. Brigade axe. Oh my, there's a lot of... Huh. There's a lot of things back there, including a huge pathway that I could travel down, and this guy, he looks pretty powerful and cool. I kind of want to kill him for his sword, but I'll do that later, I guess.
Wait, which one? I think I just went so quick thing, but there's like an NPC here, and the one that's like standing, I talked to him, and he's like, bleh, and then he just gave me blue sentinels.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but like he literally just went like, bleh, like he was a zombie.
Yeah, I'm still just fighting things. Woo! It's yelling at me. Ugh.
Yes.
These creatures are scary, dude.
So at least it wasn't that far. So it seems like...
Okay, so I'm in the ruins now. Where's that bonfire? Is it just ahead? Oh, there it is.
Just go ahead. It's like, yeah, it's like, wait, my soapstone should be here too.
Okay.
Then there's two NPCs. Talk to one of them. You get like blue sentinels, which I have no idea what those are, but I got them.
Okay. Which one? The guy on the left or the guy on the right?
The one that's standing. It's like really
okay. They really like talking. Oh, I see. It's like one of the guilds. Am I? Uh-oh. I don't think I remembered.
Oh.
Don't worry,
How
I'm
many
remembered
embers
now.
do I even have? I have 10 embers, okay?
Ah, there you are.
Things are there. Yes, at least that wasn't too far. I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be worse.
finally we can at least play together again. Okay, now this, oh my. Look at that, dude. Oh gosh, are you kidding me?
Oh, I think I remember
Stupid
this.
game, man.
Hmm?
We're being invaded already.
Oh, I didn't even realize it.
I don't even care. Let him kill me, man. I don't even care. Like, such a waste of time.
I'm surprised how early this bonfire seems. Like it's not that far from the other one.
Yeah, but there was a lot of in between in that area behind us. Like, I noticed there was a lot of caves and junk. Wait, wasn't there an enemy?
I didn't even see that we got invaded. I didn't even see that message.
It's because it showed up, like, immediately. What the? Okay. These guys literally are using sticks.
Dude, I love that sword.
Oh. Oh, that's your ice
this.
sword. Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, gosh. I know nothing about this area because speedrunners always
Dude, look
just
at them.
skip
They got, like, yeah, they do that stupid, like, exploit where they just, like, glitch through the whatever, I think. Or
yeah,
is
they
this
jump
not-
off a cliff and junk. Oh, gosh. I'm hearing weird...
is-
I
don't think you want to touch those, man. They look like they explode.
don't know.
Well, they just vanished. Okay.
They're pretty easy so far.
It just like regenerated health quickly. What?
Weird. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, anyone got a firebomb? Do they even attack? How would
I
they
don't
attack?
have a firebomb. I'm guessing they got slow attacks or something and can just overwhelm you. Woo! I don't want to risk it. Like, they'll probably just eat you.
Oh, there's two more over there, man. Oh, there's a guy with a stick.
Look
The
out.
guy with the
He doesn't
stick.
even
That's
see
just
us.
What we call him. Just, I wonder
This
if
is
he
my
can drop
swamp.
that. Whoa! Oh, wow.
Ah!
Okay. I saw a tree behind me, and I thought that was one of them.
Ah.
I wonder if you can drop that as a weapon, like just a giant stick, two-handed weapon.
Hey, there's another guy with a stick over here. This place is
Barn.
freaking me out, man. It's got such weird ambience.
Hey, dude, right? Like, oh, okay. It's just,
Wait,
oh,
what?
dude, look, Scythe. He's right here. Sneak up on him. Sneak up on him. Do it.
Okay. I gotta be so careful with the joystick.
Oh,
He's
come on,
not
he has
dead?
a sliver. A sliver.
Are you
of
kidding
health.
me? Also, I think I just got another greatsword here.
Oh, that gurgle that he made sounded disgusting. Oh, Scythe, out.
Ow!
I shouldn't
check
just be letting them hit.
Oh gosh,
man.
look out!
Ow.
Ah! Jeez, it's like a dominoes effect. Yeah, I think I got a greatsword off that guy's
dude,
body.
Look at that. Dude, there's so many of them. This
Oh
is good
my.
souls.
Yeah.
Like, this would be good for grinding souls.
Let's go,
How much
man.
do they give? I didn't even see.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Oh,
Ow!
Jeez, they charge. How many souls did? Oh, 150. That's not that bad actually.
That's pretty good considering how many of them there is.
And they're like so easy to kill.
Ah!
Dude, he is just accepting death. He doesn't even care. Oh my god,
Yeah.
he just lunged.
Dude, I'm scared because you know there's gonna be like a
Ow.
shark or something in the water.
It's like Resident Evil, like just like
Not
if you
a
had
no,
done
no,
shit
no,
in the
not a
water.
crocodile. It's Dark Souls, so it'll just be like a shark, and then it'll transform into
there's
like
dogs.
some monster.
Dogs.
Ah! I'm just swinging first and asking questions later.
I only have one flask because for some reason the other guy like almost one-shot me.
Oh, I guess I should drink too. Have you been using your Estus flask shard things in town? What
I
the?
think I have.
What is
Can I
that
do-
purple on the ground? Is that our player
I
that
don't
we
see
could
purple.
summon?
I don't
This,
see
I think it's another person we could summon to our world. Ah!
I don't
No,
see
Joe!
anything.
No, you wouldn't. Because I'm host. The only problem is if we summon 3 people...
Probably increases the chance of an invasion.
Yeah, it probably does, but you know what? Whatever. Maybe this guy will be a secret pro.
Come on.
Huh!
Oh my god, just get up so I can hit you.
Oh my. Well, this is a point of no return, so that scares me. What the? Oh, he's a bad guy?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's purple.
I didn't know he was a bad guy. He's probably a bot. He's too stupid.
Yeah, he has to be a bot. Punch him off the ledge. So is it just like...
Yeah, he had to be a bot. He was just sitting there and I summoned him, so yeah, he had to be a bot.
Oh, they gave us 1K, so... Oh, okay, I thought we just got invaded again.
Oh gosh,
look at that. Oh my god, look at that fire. Does this...
No. Look beside the fire. There's some giant thing breathing.
Oh.
That's a trap, if I've ever seen it. Let's go around and hopefully make it to the same spot. Do you still have pots?
1.
Okay, good. At least you still got that one. We're getting better at this game. Oh,
Not
look.
really. I'm just instinctively hitting stuff.
Hey guys. You're starting enemies. Whoa, that's a wizard.
Yeah,
you're a wizard, Hattie! Ah! Oh gosh, dude. What is this dude that's got a hat?
He's relentless.
Man alive. He did not want to die. Heretic's staff. Okay. Interesting.
Can now roll into everything as a celebratory. Okay, I jumped into it, whatever. Oh, he's coming.
I'm rolling into things.
He's got like a little knife.
Yeah, don't worry. These are weird starting enemies, so easy peasy. Oh, I'm scared that we're gonna like get attacked by some secret thing. Let me see if there's a secret box. Oh,
boxes down there, but I don't think those do anything. Oh, we can see them better. I mean, look at that thing. What is that thing, man?
Where? That looks evil. Like, that looks like it's one of those things in this game that... Look out. Joe? Joe? There's a guy in there. Oh, he's just like an idiot. Okay. What the?
Just kill me, please. Oh, he blocked it. Okay.
Surprised. Sorcerer ahead. May the flames guide thee.
Wait, what is that? Is that a bug? Is that a bug? Yeah, it is. Buggy.
Get the bug! Come here, delicious. Ah, yum.
Yes. Oh my, oh jeez. What does that bug do again? I forgot.
It gave me a gem and it also gave us souls. We're actually doing pretty good on these souls. There is a demon up there. What a magnificent hat you have, good sir.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, it's like... my stamina, because I'm running out of stamina like so much. Jeez.
That guy scared me more than damaged me.
There's nothing up here?
Don't... Wee! Ow!
Oh, I think you jump over here.
No, I got something here. Ring of Sacrifice. I don't care. Huh? Yeah, I'm over here.
How does that not damage you? That seems like too long of a fall.
I know, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. It's weird. I'm kind of curious to go fight that weird thing.
And then, oh, this is just back. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Because that bug distracted us. We were still going through these tombs. Funny thing is, like, this tomb area, I'm pretty sure is a detour, while the boss itself was, Oh gosh! Whoa. Dude, I fell for it! I fell for the trap! There's a hole!
Yeah, I saw. Did you die?
No, I'm fighting a demon! Ah! Help me, dude! Jump in the hole with me!
I can't. There's like so many things there. They're trying to kill me.
Ah!
Well,
it's okay.
Oh. Well, I lost.
Oh man.
Health. Okay, I have no more.
That thing was scary.
Whatever. Oh, that thing. They can't after me. Jeez. With cheese.
Oh, he attacked you with cheese? Nice. Celebrate.
Well, no.
Sage ring. That was that demon that was by the fire pit. Now, by the way, so now we know. Okay, he's a big guy who tries to grab you and
what?
Mud crabs. Hello. There, dude. Maybe we shouldn't attack its babies. Oh, God.
That reminds me of a mod from Skyrim that, like...
Yeah. Here, we're gonna... you stay on that side of the tree, I'll stay on the other side.
I'm
like,
scared.
We'll like, lure him to each side. Here we go.
With me not having any flasks, dude.
No, go get him. He's not paying attention to you.
Yes, he is. He's trying to turn towards me. I see him.
Is he turning towards you or me?
He just killed his own baby.
Ah! Oh, that was easy. Oh, he's not dead yet. Take him down, dude. He's got me. Kill, please.
I have no stamina. I can't hit him.
He's squishing me. That barely did any damage, which was weird.
He got me.
Don't worry, it doesn't do anything. Okay, I mean, it did a lot more damage to you.
I think it's because I don't have, like, defensive stuff or whatever.
No, like, I don't know what happened. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, or... I don't know. We beat him, though. Ha!
Well, I'm close to death, like...
Yeah. We'll go back to the bonfire. I got so many items out of this. But I'm so scared.
I wonder if there's, like, a... Oh, dude, it seems like something's gonna, like... Oh, good thing this is shallow water, like... Oh, there's another one over there. Is that another crab? What is that?
I'm worried that there are gonna be more giant crabs, dude.
What is that?
Fallen Knight outfit. Okay, cool.
I see something moving like ahead of me. Do you
see
that?
That's no. That's a giant crab. It's okay. You saw how far away it aggroed us, dude. Hey.
Dude, is there another bonfire
Is that
over
the
there?
boss? Wait.
Oh,
invaded! Oh no. Okay,
let's
run back as fast as we can because I don't know where we are. So if I end up respawning, I don't want my souls to be like 5 miles out.
Well, I'm gonna get one shot by him.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No, don't worry, dude. I got the ultimate strat here. He'll never expect this.
But if I die here, don't I lose my souls?
The game's smart enough. It won't let me quit. There's more items around, so I guess I'll just try and grab as much of these as I can. Oh, this might be a good spot to fight him, dude. Because if he falls, then he's got to go all the way around, right?
I have enough strength to actually use it efficiently.
Oh, nice. Oh, gosh, here he is. Ah!
Oh, there.
Huh?
What's he doing? They almost killed me. Whatever.
Okay. Take this, wizard. Take this, wizard.
Yes.
We finally actually fought a dude that was the same. Oh, that was a bot. That must have been a bot. Because I got items off of that, and there's no way that a player would be that stupid.
Man.
Like.
Oh, he's behind us, Scythe! Behind us! Behind you, I mean.
I told you, this is the real player!
Look,
I love how my attack missed.
Though.
Well then. Okay.
Oh, we're both two-handed.
Careful, Joe.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Ow! I pressed space, but okay, game.
Yeah, goodbye. What is even happening in this world right now?
I mean,
I don't care. I want him to kill me. Like, I don't care. It was a waste of time. There we go. At least I can just go get my souls easy. I like how he's taunting too, and it's like, no, dude, like, I don't care. Like, PvP is not my thing in this game. I don't like it. I find it just a waste of time.
Okay, now what are we doing?
I guess I'll get my souls, and then I'll try and come back here, and then I guess I can just join your world, and we can do stuff.